I myself was surprised to go back and realize how long I had been teaching this course and to look at how entirely it had been transformed over the course of that time. That was very interesting to reflect on that. And of course, welcome friends. And I'm so delighted to be able to share the Windows on Divine Wisdom with you today. It's a very simple technique that I've developed, an approach to reading the Baha'i writings. My background is in English literature, and I spent 2.5 years at the World Center in the research department, English section. And I brought those two sets of skills and experiences together and developed this system of approaching the Baha'i writings. People often think that reading is something you learn when you're very young in grade school. But in fact, reading is a lifelong process, and I'll talk in a minute about developing high literacy as a reader, but I think that there's reading and then there's reading, and we need to really look at what kind of reading we're doing. Now, the Baha'i writings give us some idea about how we should approach the text with a spirit of joy and radiance, with a clean heart, pure mind, eagerness and love. And I call this the engaged reader. But I believe there's a step more that we can take. And this step involves adding some of the literary and exegetical tools that I outline in the windows on Divine Wisdom, and also consciously taking a certain stance towards the text. And I will talk about that in a minute, but I've listed all the main points here. The attributes of the enlightened reader, metaphorical mindsets, extremely important, knowledge of literary and exegetical tools, such as those used in Windows on Divine Wisdom, lifelong commitment to mastering the art of reading and achieving high literacy, determination not only to read, but to understand, and a long-term plan for the systematic study of the text. Now, I just want to make clear that with prayerful meditation, a sincere love of God, and a yearning to understand the text, the engaged reader can accomplish a great deal. And we can't underestimate the power of spiritual apprehension of the deep truths contained in the writings. But we're talking here about further enhancing that approach with a different process, the process of systematically studying the Word of God.